When you're getting started on Packback, there are a few tips and tricks to keep in mind that will help you navigate the system and just ensure that you have a really well-rounded educational experience while engaging with your classmates. The very first thing to do when you're logging in and wanting to start your first question is simply go to the pink Ask a New Question button. This is where you will always go to start your own unique thread. When it comes to creating your own initial post, this will all be done by clicking the Ask a New Question button. This is how you'll start your own conversations as they directly relate to the weekly course content in order to engage with your classmates. Here at the top where it says Pinned Question, there will be a weekly question that's pinned by your instructor that helps introduce you to the new week's content. It'll help you develop a focus for the week and just a deeper understanding of how you can be engaging with your classmates and crafting an on-topic conversation. Always ensure to click through and read the entire question from start to finish to ensure you know exactly what's being asked of you that week and how, again, you can best direct your learning. There are several different icons at the top of this picture that all say something different. The first one is this blue hand. What this blue hand means is that this post has in fact been praised by the instructor. So if we click into it, we can actually see that the professor has praised this question by saying that it was a great one. You'll be able to see any praising feedback from your professor, and if you see it on another person's question, clicking in and reading that is a great way of understanding how you can also best improve and keep writing phenomenal questions and responses. The star at the top means that this question was featured. A featured question is essentially a highlighted post from the week. All of the featured questions that your instructor hand selects on a week-by-week basis, a copy of which will live in this featured post tab. This will continue to develop throughout the term, and it should read like the highlight reel of your community, where all of the most interesting and foundational questions and responses get filtered into so that you have a running look at everything that's already been covered in the class. And again, things that have been hand selected by your instructor. So these are good questions to always study and reflect on. And as we already looked before, we saw that there's a little push pin. That means that this is the pinned post. Your pinned posts are again questions that have either been posted or hand selected by your instructor to ensure that it's something that you've read and engaged with. Always pay attention to the pinned posts. And this light bulb right here lights up and says that this post has 3 sparks and that it sparked your curiosity. Think of sparks on Packback as a like on any other form of social media. It's a really phenomenal way for you to quickly engage with a question or response and say, I'm also really interested in this. I'm also really curious about this. It's a really awesome way for you to just engage with your classmates in a quick and effective way because, hey, maybe you don't have an answer to that question right now, and that's okay. Always make sure to come back and reflect on those questions that you did spark and see if someone gave a response that helps satiate your curiosity as well.